Hi, everyone. Welcome to SBR Sports Picks. My name is Peter Loshak. Today is Tuesday, March 27th. This is the Loshak in the Bag show for 12 o'clock Eastern Time, Tuesday, March 27th. Of course, Jimmy the Bag still on hiatus. What is he up to? I don't know. Maybe some people on Twitter know. I don't know. Has he been tweeting? Is he what's he up to? But he is expected to be back very shortly and grace us once again with his freaking awesome NHL analysis and his NBA analysis that's not too friggin' shabby, and of course MLB starting in a couple of days. I don't know how you guys are. I'll be 100% honest here. I'm slightly behind on my MLB research. I'm slightly behind on my MLB preparation, as I'm sure many people are, except for the people, of course, who only focus on MLB, but I'm definitely looking at the opening day matchups, and I'm definitely excited for the MLB season. I might take it a little bit easy in the first week as far as picks and bets are concerned, or who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll go on a friggin' MLB analysis bender and come in here on Thursday and have 15 picks. Actually, that's more likely. That's more likely because as the season approaches, I get super amped up and super excited. But yeah, the point is, and very soon, right now, we just got me and we got no MLB, but very soon we'll have MLB, we'll have Jimmy the Bag, we'll have the Final Four this weekend. It's an interesting time, and of course, the most important thing yesterday, how did the picks do? Win is yesterday. Had a college basketball winner with the first half over. NHL, I had a bunch of plays and overall winners. There were some bad picks. I want to apologize for my pick on the Rangers. Anyone who tailed that one, I was wrong. Rangers are not good defensively. They're not good against good teams. And Georgiev is, I thought he was better than he was, at least in the short term. And that was a bad play. But overall winners, of course, the LA Kings, which was the low-hanging fruit of yesterday, or the no-brainer play of yesterday, cashed easily. Then in the afternoon show, I wound up throwing on the Vegas -1. I wound up throwing on Florida -1. I wound up throwing on Carolina -1. All those cashed. And of course, in the Montreal Detroit game, I had the first period over and the full game over. They cashed a little bit close, cutting it close. And then I tried to get cute. I threw the Detroit team total over, which lost. And I tried to get real cute. I threw a Detroit -1. Over on my picks as well, which was a loser. But you'll notice, big -300 favorite Toronto. I did not take that. Now I didn't have the balls to take Buffalo, but if you'll notice, I did not take Toronto. And if you'll notice in the show yesterday, I never even really considered it. Astute, careful viewers of this show will have taken note of that and noted that that was pretty impressive. And then in the other -300 game, which was the Arizona game against Tampa Bay. Astute viewers will note that I did like Arizona in that one. I gave the team total over, which cashed, and I gave Arizona on the first period, which pushed. And of course, I mentioned that if I had any balls, I would take Arizona -1, which on the -1 line was like -420 or plus 420 or plus 430 or something. Of course, that one cashed. That was in my leans column in my spreadsheet, but I don't get to count that as an official pick. If I just had a little bit of balls, I would have had that one, and then I'd have 4 more units closer to Jimmy the Bag. Overall, it was a successful day yesterday in the NHL. Once again, I do want to apologize for the Rangers pick. That was not just a loser; it was a bad pick. Rangers are bad defensively. They're not good against good teams, and Georgiev is not that good. So I would look for Rangers team total overs in the future against bad teams, and maybe look for them on -1 lines or as a dog against bad teams or overvalued teams. But everyone who said that the Rangers are not good against bad teams was absolutely right, and the Caps were the play yesterday, despite the big favorite line. But overall, it was a successful day. And in the NBA, of course, there was a huge debate on over or under in the Detroit Lakers game. And of course, the final judgment was that probably no play was the best way to go. It did sneak over, so congratulations to the guys who took the over on that one. But it landed right near the opening and the closing total. And in retrospect, there was probably just staying off that game was the best way to go. The big play yesterday from the NBA, though, was the under in the Boston game, and that one cashed pretty easily. And my only lean yesterday also cashed. It was the Phoenix team total under, and anyone who tailed that one cashed as well. So hopefully everyone had a winning day. If you only cashed my shitty pick on the Rangers and nothing else, then you had a losing day, and I'm sorry. All right, let's see. Let me save these comments here because, as you know, I live for these comments. It's the only thing I live for. It's the only thing I care about in life. And let me just save these comments here. We'll get to some quick early comments. I'll see what anyone has to say, and then we will get into today's card. An interesting card, of course, the NIT tips tonight, and big cards in both NBA and NHL. Not a lot of picks I'm liking in NBA or NHL, but a few picks I think I definitely bet, and I'll be happy to share them. All right, let's see. Adam Lastman, early comment here, says Bag is dead. No, I think he's just, a little hungover, maybe multiple days. Maybe he missed his last flight. I don't know. But he is not dead. He's going to be back here giving us awesome analysis and entertainment value, as he always has, very, very soon. Let's see. What else do we have? What else? Sportsbook Review says Bag will be back this afternoon, y'all. Nothing's a guarantee with the Bag. Nothing's a guarantee. But if FER Sportsbook Review says Bag will be back this afternoon, I think that's a minus 500 proposition right there, that Bag will, in fact, be back this afternoon. Awesome. All right. Let's see. Roger T says, fade the public on MLB in the first month. Okay. That's a nice thing to take note of. The only issue is this year that some of the definite public teams are looking pretty legitimately strong and might be a little bit undervalued, like fucking Cleveland, like the Yankees, like Houston. I'm assuming those are going to be massive public teams, and I'm not sure that those are teams that are going to be overvalued to start the season, even if we're seeing minus 200 and minus 250 and minus 300 lines for them game in and game out. They might be, just steamrolling all comers, even with the public on them. So Roger T says, fade the public on MLB in the first month. That's an interesting analysis, interesting thing to think about, and I'll definitely be thinking about that one. But once again, the juggernauts in MLB this year look pretty friggin' awesome. Kobe Valentine says, take Verlander over 14.5 wins this year. Okay, I'm not too high on Detroit this year, but Kobe Valentine says take Verlander over 14.5 wins this year. Interesting. Kilted Chimp says, Pete, LA Kings were ground fruit. Yes, they were. Astute viewers of the show yesterday will take note that that was the one play that I just gave that I was like, I'm sure I'm going to be on this. Our boy Tony Soprano supposedly put $5,000 on the puck line, and that was just a no-brainer play of the card, and I was not even questioning that one. Kobe Valentine, yes, called the Arizona win. He called 3-2. But the Arizona won 4-1. Obviously, a big difference there between cashing the alternative puck line for anyone who was whacked out and greedy, which it was me, and people who just were conservative a little bit and took the money line. But clearly, Arizona was the right play yesterday. In my official picks, I only got to add 1 unit because I took the first period, which pushed, and then I took the team total over, which cashed. And if I take an Arizona -1, I'd be able to add 5.5 units from that game. So, great call to anyone who saw Arizona coming. A lot of people in the comments section, including Kobe Valentine, saw that coming. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, let's see. David Hutton says, thanks for the Kings pick. You're very welcome, David Hutton. I hope you didn't tail the Rangers pick. If you did, I'm sorry. Let's see. Jamail Heron says, have your and all in caps, he says, have your MLB plays for Thursday ready on tomorrow's show. Jamail Heron, relax, bro. I might not even have any plays on the Thursday card because I'm still, getting into my MLB research. Look, I understand you're freaked out with excitement about MLB starting. So am I. But let's just calm down. We're going to have the MLB plays for Thursday ready for the Thursday show. For the Wednesday show, we'll just be covering the Wednesday card. We're all very excited for MLB. I'm glad that you're excited for it. I am too. I think we're going to have some low-hanging fruit situations in MLB this year. And I'm very excited for it. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? What else do we have here? Other comments coming in. Up Delta 75 has a pick here on an NIT play. Mississippi State plus 2.5. I am probably going to stay off of both of the NIT games. We'll talk about that. In a second. Let's see. King Rail says Minnesota shit the bed yesterday. Just awful. He's talking about the NBA. Yes, that is absolutely true, and that will happen in the NBA many, many times over and over again. I stayed way off that one, and that definitely sucks. All right, let's see. Greg Schneider says Utah money line and Cavs -3.5. All right, we'll be getting into those games in a second in the NBA. The Cavs game, very interesting. Of course, the Cavs have not done well in Miami. LeBron James, you got to figure he wants to go in and have a good game here. The Cavs may be gelling a little bit. They've covered 4 in a row. which is very un-Cavs-like, to put it mildly, and we'll see how that, we'll see. We'll be getting into that in the NBA segment of this show, coming up very soon. In fact, the NBA segment is scheduled to go before the NHL segment. All right, let's see. Other comments here, looking, what's his name? Wait, whoa. There's a comment here saying that Native Queen has been MIA for a while now. No, she hasn't, actually. She's been posting pics and giving pics. She's just tends to just post her pics and leave. I'm assuming she's very busy. She's a friggin' mom. Okay, her kid's winning awards. Okay, you know, Native Queen. I can't even approach Native Queen's success in sports betting, and I have no one to take care of but myself. She's a mom, and she is still posting pics in these comments. So we really appreciate that, and she's definitely not MIA. She's just busy as hell. All right, let's see. Molecular Ninja says, shit happens, Loshak. Forget about yesterday. Move on to today. Molecular Ninja, why would I forget about yesterday? I'm going to remember yesterday for the rest of my life. It was a winning day. Molecular Ninja, why would I want to forget about yesterday? You're talking about the Rangers pick, aren't you? No, I'm not forgetting about yesterday. I'm going to remember yesterday, Molecular Ninja. He says, shit happens, Loshak. Forget about yesterday. Move on to today. No, I'm going to remember yesterday for the rest of my life. I had a slight winning day. I had a nice winning day in NHL and a slight winning day in basketball, whatever, and as well. And no one can take that away from me, no matter what. Oh, here's Native Queen already. Here you go. Yes, Native Queen says the first quarter under and the first half under. Detroit won. Yes, very, very nice. Very, very nice. Native Queen. Antoine Seymour says, Pete, it seems like when the line is that high, minus 320, the dog is better value. Sometimes yes, sometimes not. There's people who make the argument that no MLB team or no NHL team should ever be a minus 300 favorite or higher, but I don't necessarily agree with that. Remember when Johan Santana was like winning game in and game out in baseball? Recently, when Clayton Kershaw was winning game in and game out in baseball, those were games where they started where I think the appropriate line literally might have been, minus 500. And in NHL, I would say yes. In general, I am leaning towards the dogs with those kinds of lines, but definitely not always. Definitely not always. All right, let's see. Let me see. Okay. All right, let's see. Other comments coming in. Let me just save these comments, and then we'll get into the handicapping for today. How about that? Yes, G-Man Hag says, we'll be fading Dallas again. LOL. I don't know what to make of that friggin' team. That is a dumb... I would love to have Jimmy the Bag sitting here. Well, if Jimmy the Bag is back this afternoon, first question I'm going to ask him is what the hell is up with Dallas? The Dallas Stars have lost like 8 in a row or something like that. Jimmy the Bag thought they might be a good bet on their last road game on their recent trip. They weren't. I thought they might be a good bet on their first game back at home against Boston. They weren't. If Jimmy the Bag is back this afternoon, that's the first thing I'm going to ask him right now. That's the first thing I'm going to ask him. Let's see. Other comments here coming in. Let me just comments. Ibrahim Khan says, "What up, Pete? You look decent." Oh, thank you very much, Ibrahim Khan. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is a hip shirt. It says "Imagine" on it. Positive thought, positive mental attitude. PMA. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? What else? Timo Bucket says, "Pete, check your Twitter, man." Okay, I will check my Twitter, Timo Buckets. Let's see. Other comments coming in. Let's just scanning comments. Just scanning comments here. A lot of great comments. Lucky Luciano says, "What's up, Pete? Sorry I'm late. Had to get my beer." No problem. Lucky Luciano, apology accepted. You are 100% forgiven. Lucky Luciano, I don't want you to worry about that one more second in your life. You are completely forgiven for being late for this show because you had to get your beer, Lucky Luciano. Okay. Let's see. All right, there's some comments, and then we will. The Big Dick Donnie says, "Pete looks fly." Thank you very much, Big Dick Donnie. I appreciate that. That counts as a positive comment. That makes me feel good about myself. Thank you very much. Lucky Luciano says, "Pete, I'm drinking a beer in your honor." All right. Okay. Wow, Antoine Seymour says they gave out 4 player props last night, all cash. Very nice, Antoine Seymour. There's a lot of comments. I don't know if you tweeted them out, if you posted them in here. I know you do post them in here. And of course, as we know, if your bankroll is relatively small and you have a real big edge on a sport, definitely player props. can be the best way to bet until you're out betting the limits on those player props, because with player props you can really isolate betting value, and that's why the limits are so low and the juice is often higher, because they are very, very beatable, and anyone who digs deep into player props can have a big edge, much bigger expected edge than in the just the straight sides and totals. So congratulations, Antoine Seymour, 4 player props, all cash last night, and that is something that if you know what you're doing, you can definitely expect going forward. All right. Okay. And one final positive comment, then we'll get into the picks. Remy CV says, "What up, gang? Glad I could make it to the best show. Nice to see Pete in a hippie shirt with a sports jacket." Yes, this is very 2018. And a hippie shirt, says Imagine on it, and with a sports jacket. All right. So Donald Mao says, "We'll be keeping an eye out on your player props, Seymour." Yes, Donald Mao, you definitely should. People who have a good read on player props can have a huge edge, and even people who aren't that great at player props will usually have a small edge, because it's just the smaller the market, the bigger the edge can be. The downside is just that you can't bet, Tony Soprano could not get $5,000 down on a player prop. Well, he might be able to, actually, if he used the whole market, but a lot harder to get big money down on player props than it is on just straight sides and totals. All right, so let's move on. Let's first start with college basketball. Once again, winner last night, and I also had the second half on North Texas that cashed last night. Tonight, I'm looking into the Final Four matchups, and I might have some plays on the Final Four. These NIT matchups, I'll tell you what, a lot of times in the NIT semifinals, I just have no plays, and I'm looking at second halves, and that is how I feel about tonight's games. There is an issue with Utah's Collette, one of their big guys, a senior big man, had a back issue in his last in the last game. He sat out the overtime, and as we know about back issues, they can linger. See also Clayton Kershaw. As we know about back issues, they can linger. See also Clayton Kershaw. So if Collette is out or hobbled, that probably might be a bigger factor than at first glance it might appear. But, I mean, Utah's a quality team. They play great defense. Western Kentucky's a team I don't want to bet against either. Mississippi State and Penn State, I would also, don't want to bet against either of these teams, but DJ Big Boss recently loved Mississippi State in one of their NIT games, and they were an underdog. They covered by a mile. I think it was the Louisville game. And earlier in this show, someone said they like Mississippi State at +2.5 as well. So maybe Mississippi State is the play tonight based on those two factors. If you gave me a free play on the play tonight, I would take Mississippi State, but I'm not going to bet that one. Both of these games have second half written all over them. And as far as I'm concerned, and as far as the full game, spreads and totals, I'm going to be passing. I don't want to take the under or the over on either of these. Obviously, you would expect some tight defense to start. The new rules in the NIT throw another monkey wrench into this. Playing at the Garden, of course, a little bit of a monkey wrench. I guess I'd have a vague lean to the unders on the first halves in both of these games, but I'm going to, and I guess I'd have a vague lean to the under in the Utah-Western Kentucky game, but I'm definitely going to be passing on both these games. I'm not going to be giving a pick on them, but I'll be looking very close to the second half lines. They're very well maybe second half value in either or both of these games, but sorry, no picks in the NIT tonight. Let me quickly scan comments if there are any any comments on the NIT games. A1 Rawls likes the under 140 in the first game and the over 135 in the second game. Okay, Donald Mao likes Utah +2. Rockstar leans Mississippi State. DJ Big Boss says Mississippi State is just too big, and DJ Big Boss, of course, said loved Mississippi State against Louisville. Don't think I forgot that, DJ Big Boss. I was very impressed by that call, not because it cashed, but because it cashed by a mile, and you said you loved it. So DJ Big Boss obviously has a good read on Mississippi State, and he says Mississippi State is just too big. Brooke Jordan says Mississippi State is the play under. So I'm assuming he likes Mississippi State and the play and the under, or maybe he just likes the under on that one. I don't know. McGoxer99 says, I think Mississippi State wants it more. B. Simpson says Penn State already played a tourney at the Garden. I think that is and yes, here you go. Kobe Valentine says tease both college basketball games to +8, and yeah, parlay them. Can't see blowouts on either side when the lines are very, very, as I've said, as we know, you're not supposed to tease college sports at all, not supposed to tease basketball at all, and I generally agree with that. But if there is a spot to tease college basketball, it is in games like these where the lines are dead on, where both teams are excellent, where the games should be competitive, relatively low scoring, and if someone teased both of these games tonight, A lot of people would, a lot of smart nerds would come down and say that's a stupid move. I would not be among that group. I would wish you good luck. And that's it. I could definitely see a teaser on both these games on the underdogs being a decent play. All right, let's see. What else do we have? What else do we have here? All right, so yeah, seems like if you absolutely have to make a play on the NIT tonight, probably Mississippi State plus 2.5 is the way to go. Kobe Valentine says big man's on Utah plus 2. I would agree with that. My only concern is just the health of that big rebounder. I don't like to bet into teams that have key guys with back issues, but I would be leaning Utah as well. Definitely not going to bet it though, because Western Kentucky is a very impressive team. Trevor Holt, guy who knows a thing or two about college basketball, says, Pete, NCAA play of the day, Utah plus 2 and Penn State under. Okay, duly noted. Trevor Note likes Utah plus 2 and Penn State under, and DJ Big Boss likes Mississippi State again tonight. All right, that might be the way to go. Take Mississippi State, take Utah, take the under in the Penn State game, and maybe for a little bit of fun, tease both Utah and Mississippi State. Tease them up to 8 or something like that. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? Let me just do a quick save, and then we'll move on. We're gonna move on. We're gonna start with NBA. We're gonna start with Brooke Jordan says, and I'm a female at Pete. Really? Brooke Jordan claiming here to be a female. Very nice, Brooke Jordan. Welcome to the show. My name is Peter Loshak. Look how sharp I look right now, Brooke Jordan. All right, let's see. Richie Incognito says, no disrespect, however, teasers equals NFL. You're absolutely right. DJ Big Boss likes the over in the Utah game. Brent Brooks says, at Brooke Jordan, you might not have wanted to share that in here, but you're a bunch of poon hounds in here. Ha ha. Yeah, that's true. No, but we're very respectful. And I would just like to extend a warm welcome to a Brooke Jordan for joining the show and joining the chat. All right, let's move on to let me just do a quick save, and then we're going to move on to NBA. I think the big game tonight, the big question here is the Cavs. What do we expect from the Cavs? Of course, the Cavs have not done well historically in Miami. They're favored today, and the line is headed down. It opened at 3.5. It's now down to opened to 3.5 or 4. It's now down to a 2.5 or 3. And I was thinking that maybe the Cavs early might be a decent play here. Let me just get to my notes here. One second. Yeah, the Cavs have actually now, of course, covered 4 in a row. ATS, very un-Cavs-like. What's up with the Cavs? Are they suddenly a decent bet? I don't know, but I'm thinking in this spot, they might actually be a decent bet at least early. It's going to be a playoff atmosphere. LeBron James, knows that they've dropped a lot of games there in South Beach, and I'm assuming that he's going to come out very motivated here. It's going to be a big game going up against Dwayne Wade and all that. And I think I might be willing to do this. Miami is a team I don't necessarily want to eagerly be betting against, but I think I'm going to do this one. I think I'm going to take Cleveland first quarter and or first half, maybe both of them. Let me just check the lines. Yeah, the first half is just -1. All right, I'm going to take that one. I'm taking the Cavs first half -1, -103. That's the current line at Pinnacle. And let me check the first quarter lines here. Probably a half. Maybe there's a pick 'em. Yeah, -0.5, -105 at Pinnacle. Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to double up on this one. Let me see. Yes, King Rail likes Cavs first quarter and full game. Okay. All right. Let's see. Greg Schneider likes the money line at -150. Greg Schneider says LeBron will have no trouble getting the bucket with Whiteside out. Antoine Seymour likes Miami first half, Cavs full game. Very interesting. DJ Big Boss says, fuck the Cavs. I'm behind so many units because of them. Yes, I hear you. I hear you and I feel you, DJ Big Boss. In general, I like to stay off Cavs games, but this is a big game. I think LeBron's going to get up for it. If the Cavs are down in the first half, I'm almost definitely going to be on them in the second half. I do take a holistic approach to NBA games as well as college games. I just tend to stay off of full game lines a lot more than I do in college basketball. Let's see what else do we have here. All right, King Rail likes Cavs first quarter, and I will throw on the Cavs first quarter as well. All right, I'm going to double up on this one. Cavs first half and the Cavs first quarter. Let's see, -0.5, -105. That's the current line at Pinnacle. Now, if the Cavs are down at the half, I'm definitely going to be on the Cavs. Well, almost definitely, not 100%, but very likely I'm going to be on the Cavs in the second half. And the Cavs on the full game might be a good play as well. I might triple up on this one and just hope to cash at least 2 of them, if not all 3. Melas Payless Way, yeah, yes. says Cleveland is 1-5 ATS in Miami. Miami is 15-3 last 21 against a team with a winning record. Look, Cleveland has not been good in Miami. Yes, that's absolutely true. But I'm going to take a shot with this one, and I am going to take the Cavs. I just like the spot here, and I might wind up throwing on the Cavs on the full game as well. Antoine Seymour, curiously, likes Miami first half and Cavs full game. Very interesting. Antoine Seymour. Brent Brooks likes Miami. Jeremy M. says we can expect a lot of points with the Cavs and Miami. Jansen Bonzone says take the Cavs, turning it around. All right, let's see what else do we have here. Let's see what else do we have here. Let us see. Okay. Again, this guy with the poster name that ends in a non-101. That's just too long for me to comment on. Says the Cavs are okay again with Love back. LeBron just gets way more assists and more threes fall down, and maybe he'll get the calls in this game. And maybe Larry Nance will step up a little bit. Maybe they'll come together a little bit. Yeah, I'm liking the Cavs here. And let's just move on. SM says LeBron James rebounds over. Okay. All right, there we go. Now let's move on. Bill Butlicker says Clip is writing it 3 times, and I am thinking that I have just some funny comments coming in. Yes, I was thinking the Clippers might be a good bet here as well. Milwaukee, I mean, Giannis obviously is a stud. Maybe I'm a little bit too gun shy to bet against them just because of him. But the Clippers have some good mojo and some good chemistry with this team right now. And I would be leaning Clippers here. The only thing that also concerns me is that they did play recently in Milwaukee, very recently on the road, and the Clippers. The Clippers won that game in a high-scoring game. So, your knee-jerk reaction, your knee-jerk thought here might be that Milwaukee might be a good play on. Might have some revenge in mind, but I'm thinking that the Clips might take another one here. I just like the way they're playing. Milwaukee has some injuries. Giannis, he's good, but maybe they'll rest him a little bit if they get down. And I would definitely be leaning. The Clippers as well. Going to do a quick save here. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit distracted. Sorry about that. There's noise going on. Nothing I can do about that. All right, let's see. Other comments here. And now let's move on. Another game that's interesting. Chicago and Houston. Of course, Harden is out. Harden is out for Houston, and I did jump on the under when this one came out. Of course, as we know, Houston is not playing at a super high pace now. They are having a lot of games that are going under, and I did bet this one on the under. Now it's possible that with Harden out, the other guys on the team will grab this opportunity to explode offensively. I might pull this in the 6 o'clock show, but for now, I am going to take this one. Houston game under, and I'm going to take a 215 minus 110. That's the current line at Pinnacle. The Houston game under, 215 minus 110. Once again, James Harden is out for Houston, and I'm definitely leaning under on that one. Mally Mal says under. I'm assuming he's talking about the Houston game and not the Clippers game that we were just talking about. Justin Searcy says under is a great play. Harden and Capella out. Let me just... Let me look at this. Yes. Scotty Rock Forever says Cavs win by 7 tonight. Book it. Yeah, Scotty Rock Forever. I think it's a good spot for the Cavs. I might triple up on this game, taking them first half, first quarter, and full game. It concerns me that Antoine Seymour likes him on the full game, but likes Miami first half. That's very concerning. But I am thinking that I might triple up on it and just hope to win 2 of them. A lot of people also liking the over in the Cavs Miami game. Let's see. Okay. Yes, Donald Mouse says Houston guards. Ultra Crispy says being from Chicago under for sure. Bulls can't score much. So, and All In says Chicago team total under also might be worth a shot. So yes, I am definitely taking the under on that one, and that is an official pick. And I might throw on the first half under. I might throw on the Chicago team total under. Predictions guy says why is Golden State such heavy underdogs tonight? I know Steph is out, but that's a massive line on them. Yes. Well, look what happened yesterday. It's not just Steph; it's all the other guys as well. And look what happened in their last game. They were a huge underdog to Utah and got blown out, lost ATS. This game might be a little bit different. I'm actually thinking maybe Golden State might be worth a shot tonight, or the team total over. But I'm thinking about, but that's your answer right there. And in their last game, they were also a massive underdog, and they lost by a decent margin ATS. Let's see. All right, other comments coming in. All right, sorry, I'm just distracted here. All right. King Rail said, "Did you see how Golden State looked last game?" Yes, they did. They did look terrible last game. All right, let me just look at my notes on this one. Let's go down game by game. The Spurs Washington is a tough one. I'm going to stay off on this one. Washington, of course, lost outright to the Knicks in their last game. They've lost 6 out of their last 7 against the spread. You know, maybe Washington is so embarrassed about that last loss that they'll bounce back here. Spurs are also off a loss. As of right now, that game's going to be a pass for me. I might have a play on it later on, but as of right now, that game's going to be a pass for me. Denver and Toronto. Denver, of course, on a back-to-back. They got popped at Philly. They're definitely missing Harris. That is not a good loss for them. They're fighting for the playoffs. Toronto is also off a loss, though, and they have now lost 6 in a row against the spreads. This is another game I might see some value in the afternoon show, but as of right now, I'm going to stay off it. I'm going to stay off that game. It's a little bit too uncertain. The Cavs in Miami. A lot of people liking the over in that one. Once again, I am on the Cavs first quarter, first half. Might throw them on full game. Chicago, Houston. Yes, I am on the under on this one, and I was thinking maybe even about both team total unders on this one. I'll have to think about it a little bit more, but as of right now, I'm just taking the full game under on that one. Portland, New Orleans is a very interesting one. The Pelicans are suddenly, remember, a couple weeks ago, they were a team that was just going over every game. They whether winning or losing, covering or not covering, they were just playing a super high pace. Now they're a little bit tired, and their pace has definitely slowed, and they've gone under in 5 of their last 7 games. They are a little bit more rested here, but you know, Rondo and Mirotic are both questionable, and I'm not exactly sure if either of them is going to play. That's a pretty; those are pretty big losses for New Orleans, and of course Portland absolutely rolling. They covered against OKC in their last game after losing ATS the game before, but before that they had covered something like 11 in a row. So this is a tricky one. I'm thinking I'm bouncing around in my head. Maybe a shot with the under on this one as well. Let me see where that line is, but I'm bouncing around in my head. Maybe a shot with the under on that one as well. Yeah, it's now the 222 or 221.5, but I'm thinking about that one. Maybe a shot with the under. This is a game where I'm going to check the line moves and, of course, the roster announcements later on. I'm going to hold off on that one until the 6 o'clock show. Dallas, Sacramento, a very interesting one. Both teams, obviously, 2 dumpster fires. Sometimes there can be value with dumpster fires going up against each other if you can identify which team cares about the game and which team doesn't. Usually it's the home team that cares about the game, but definitely not always. I would be leaning Sacramento here, actually, but I don't think as of right now I'm going to take this one. It was 1.5 on the overnight line. It does appear to be headed up a little bit. Let me see where the line is right now. Yeah, it's up to 2.5 from the opener of 1.5. Then the Indiana Golden State game. Again, Golden State was terrible last game, but I don't know. The Pacers clinched a playoff spot with their last game, right? They clinched a playoff spot. Teams after they clinch a playoff spot, especially as a road favorite, can be good fades. I'm thinking maybe a shot with Golden State plus the points with new guys getting an opportunity. Maybe Golden State on the team total over. Those are definitely both leans for now, and I'm going to think about it a little bit more. This guy Quinn Cook been playing pretty well, right, in place of Curry. And then the Milwaukee Clippers game, once again, I would definitely be leaning Clippers. Milwaukee may have revenge here, but the Clippers just seem like they have a better internal chemistry right now. They're at home, and it's a very modest line here. So let's get to some comments, and then I'll make some final decisions on some of these leans, and then we'll move on to NHL. Let's see. Brent Brooks says Mavs are sitting Dirk and a couple of other guys. Yeah, I would definitely be leaning Sacramento here. Melas Palos Way says Dallas 2-8 ATS last 10 meetings. Donald Mouse says go with the Blazers and the points. They're hot right now. Yeah, they've been hot ATS-wise and undervalued for a while. Let's see. Other comments here. Yep, Niner Life 49 says Portland is the play. Tomio Tomor says New Orleans is playing 3rd game in 4 days against Houston. They didn't show up at all. I think New Orleans comes strong here, and Portland is off a big win against OKC. I'm not betting the game. Yes, New Orleans was tired, and now they're a little bit more rested. But again, I don't really want to be betting against Portland right now. Tomio's staying off the game, and that might be the best way to take it. CS Saran says Blazers plus 1.5 looks value. Anon 101 says Portland should roll New Orleans over if they try to make this game a track meet. Good luck. The Blazers will fill that bucket. Melas Palos Way says Portland 10-1 ATS against teams with a winning record. Let's see. Other comments here. Khalif Lee says I might be on Blazers tonight. Bill Butler doesn't like the Clippers. He says against Clippers. Let me see. CS Saran says I've got Clippers, Cavs, and Spurs full game. All right. Very nice. Okay. Other comments here. Donald Mao says, man, the Nuggets look bad in the third quarter. SM likes Chicago plus 5.5 first quarter. Is that really the first quarter line? The Bulls plus 5.5? That might be a great play there. Let me check. The Bulls plus 5.5. Is that the first quarter line? Let me just quickly check that one to see if that is the actual line. Chicago, well, yeah, I'm not seeing 5.5s, but I am seeing 5s. Wow, that might be worth a shot. Bulls first quarter plus 5. You're absolutely right. I'm going to think about that a little bit more. SM suggesting that the Bulls, as bad as they are, might actually be a good play, catching 5 points in the first quarter, which only has 12 minutes in the whole friggin' quarter. All right, let's see. Carlos Barrage says, fade whiz until Wall comes back. Let me see. David H. says, Loshak, man in black. Thank you very much. Let's see. Comments coming in. CS Saran says, Spurs minus 1.5 looks like a good play. All right, I'm staying off of that one. And let's see. Any comments coming in. Let me just do a quick save here of comments. Then I'll look at the comments. Thinking about this one. Let's see what we got here. Clippers, Bucks play no defense, though. Tomorio Tomer says, I really think Toronto rolls. Denver cannot play up-tempo games with an 8-player rotation and the second night of a back-to-back, in my opinion. Great analysis there. Tomorio Tomer likes Toronto, minus the big points. And, of course, Denver got blown out by double digits last night as well. Toronto might be a great play here. Elio Rodriguez says, I like the Bulls first quarter. A money line. Wow. Elio Rodriguez thinks the Bulls are going to win outright on the first quarter. The Bulls first quarter, I might tail that play. Bulls plus 5 on the first quarter. Justin Searcy says, I can't roll with Toronto. I have no idea what they're doing right now. Tomorio Tomer says, Clippers off their biggest win of the year. I'd stay away. Yeah, it might also be an emotional letdown spot for the Clippers where they were all like happy and it was a huge up for them. And now, yeah, the spot does favor Milwaukee because the Clippers are coming off a big win and Milwaukee is playing with revenge. Just Milwaukee is just a team that makes me nervous right now. They got the injuries again. Giannis, a little bit banged up maybe. So yeah. Let's see what else we have here. A1 Rawls likes the Blazers game under. Finico Assailant likes the Spurs-Washington game under. They did play a few games ago, and that game was very low scoring, and it wasn't due to bad shooting necessarily. That game went to 188. I could see that. The last time they met, very low scoring game. We might see the same thing here. Yeah, and then King Rails is thinking about under in the Sacramento game. I was thinking about that one as well. Let's see, what else do we have here? What else do we have here? All right. Let me make some final decisions, and then we'll move on to NHL. NHL. Let's see. Jeremy M. liking the first quarter over in the Blazers game. Here we go. Jansen Bonzone. I'm from Toronto, and trust me, they're not looking good. Just play totals on Toronto. Yeah, the over might be a good play in that one. And King Rail says under in Sacramento game at Pete. Yes, Greg Schneider says Raptors may be low-hanging fruit. Interesting. Okay. All right. Okay. So once again, I've given Cavs first half -1, Cavs first quarter -0.5. Houston game under 215. Leans would definitely be Chicago first quarter +5. Chicago team total under on the full game though. Leans would be, I'm going to think about it, Golden State maybe plus the points. Golden State team total over maybe. Thinking about Sacramento on the money line or even the first half. Sacramento early might be a good bet. And actually, you know what? Before this line gets bet up, I think I will, yeah, there is a 1 there. I'm going to take Sacramento. I'm liking Sacramento here anyway. Sacramento first half -1, -110. I'm taking Sacramento first half -1, -110. That's an official pick. I might double or triple up on this game in the afternoon show. Cleveland, Miami, again, a lot of people leaning over. It's now up to 221 in that one. That might be a good bet. Or the first half over or the Cleveland first half team total over might be good. Interesting shit there. Portland, New Orleans, probably a game that's worth staying off of. I don't want to bet against Portland. New Orleans, though, maybe bouncing back from their horrible showing last game. And I guess that's it for the NBA. So once again, I've thrown on Sacramento first half -1, Houston under 215, Cavs first half -1, and Cavs first quarter -0.5. Plays I'm thinking about are Chicago team total under, Chicago first quarter +5, Cleveland on the full game, Cleveland first half over, and maybe the full game over on that one, Sacramento first quarter and first half, and Golden State plus the points and the team total over. Those are all plays I'm thinking about. Now let's move on to NHL. Let me just quickly check if there's any other comments here, and then we will let's see, and then we will go on to NHL. All right, wow. Comments coming in. Let's see. I'm looking for Ibrahim Khan says, okay, so they're talking about MMA. All right, okay. Scotty Rock Forever says, why do you like Sacramento, Pete? Two dumpster fires and one team is at home. Sacramento has some guys that tend to tire out a little bit. My sense is that Sacramento will probably be okay early in this game, and so I'm just taking them on the first half. Might take them on the first quarter as well. Native Queen, here we go. Picks from Native Queen. Chicago full game plus 14, heavy lean. First quarter money line and first half money line. First quarter money line ATS, first half money line ATS. I don't know if she's talking about Milwaukee there. I don't know. I can't quite understand, but I know she likes the Bulls full game plus 14 is an official heavy lean here from Native Queen, and then first quarter money line AST, first half money line ATS. Yes. Okay. All right. I think she's talking about all Bulls game. I think she likes the first quarter money line ATS and the first half money line in ATS. I think she's just saying she likes Chicago all different ways here. All different ways here. Okay. All right. Let me just save this page for these comments, and then we'll move on to NHL. We're in the NHL. All right. Okay. God, just getting distracted here by noise. That's all right. Whatever. Know your place on the fucking totem pole. All right, let's see. NHL, a big card tonight. Once again, I'm coming off another winning day in NHL. I'm now up over 30 units here. And it's a little bit of a tricky card, though, in the NHL. What the hell is up with Dallas? Can they win in game? There is one bet that I definitely made, and I will definitely give that one as a pick, and that will be New Jersey. I'm liking New Jersey over Carolina. Keith Kincaid, has been playing decently recently. And Carolina, look, I had them I had them yesterday, and I had the over, so I have a pretty good read on Carolina in general. Ottawa is just playing a lot of rookies, just a complete dumpster fire, and I'm gonna take New Jersey here. It is a bit of a high line, but I'm gonna take New Jersey -1. New Jersey is definitely in the playoff hunt. So is Carolina, though. Carolina is still mathematically alive, and obviously the 2 wins against Ottawa show that they're playing tight. They've been scoring a lot recently. I would also be leaning over on this one, but I am going to take New Jersey -1, -158 on the money line. That's the line at sportsbetting.ag, and the puck line here for New Jersey will be, let me find it, will be a plus 186. So a small dog line here for New Jersey, -1. That's going to be an official play for me. Also leaning New Jersey on the team total over, and also leaning Carolina, also leaning just the full game over as well. Let me see what the New Jersey team total over be. I'm assuming it'll be 3.5 at plus money. Yeah, 3.5 plus 121, and the total I believe is up to 6. I don't know if there's any 5.5s. Carolina, New Jersey. Yeah, there's no 5.5, just 6. So lean to the first half over, lean to the full game over, maybe lean to New Jersey, but my only play is going to be New Jersey -1, -158 on the money line, and plus 186 on the puck line. I'm assuming that some people are going to agree with this one. Yeah, there you go. Richie Incognito, New Jersey Devils puck line. He agrees with that one. A lot of people kind of agreeing that one. Yes, Austin Geist liking New Jersey and over 6. Kevy K says, love that. I assume he's talking about, okay. Now Native Queen has clarified. She likes the Bulls, first quarter money line and ATS. Yes, and the first half money line and ATS. So she's basically saying Bulls first quarter, first half, and full game, and suggests that there might be a good betting value on the Bulls first quarters just to win at the dog money line. Thank you so much, Native Queen. It's just we're going so fast here. Sometimes it's hard to read. If there's a typo or whatever. Native Queen liking the Bull. Wow, I might throw on the Bulls first quarter just because of that right now. +5. Bulls might be a good play here. Real good play. Native Queen also leaning Bulls full game +14. All right, let's see. The Kilted Chimp says, Pete, Anaheim Ducks puck line, low-hanging fruit, and don't sleep on the Sharks money line. I actually, someone told me, someone who follows, these teams very closely, Vancouver, told me that he likes the Anaheim puck line tonight, which is understandable. It's just, I always automatically always at least think twice about taking a massive road favorite like that, especially when it seems obvious on paper. But yeah, Kilted Chimp says Anaheim is low-hanging fruit. J Peach has no way Bulls cover anything tonight. They lose by 30. Okay, so J Peach and Native Queen pretty much on opposite sides here, at least as far as opinions are concerned in the Bulls game. All right, Elio Rodriguez likes +320 Bulls money line. All right, let's see. Kevy K says, when was the last time Blues lost? That's an interesting one. All right, so Anthony L likes San Jose +125. Let's move on to that one. Obviously, San Jose has been playing great, And I have been on San Jose most of their excellent playing. I've been on their team total overs, the overs. San Jose has given me a lot of positive units this year recently. My sense is that this might be a spot to take St. Louis. I know San Jose's playing great, but Allen has also been playing great. Now Allen's a tricky guy because at times he can definitely fall off the edge and be a sieve. And now with Carter Hutton back, maybe this is a down spot. Allen, had a bunch of awesome games in a row, and now he's off of a break. He sort of proved himself. He doesn't totally 100% have to prove himself here. Carter Hutton's coming back, and it might be a little bit of a down spot for Allen here. I might be thinking about a shot with the over as well. If Allen plays a good game, St. Louis is a great play on the puck line. If Allen plays a bad game, then the over 5.5 is probably a great bet. So I'm still trying to figure out what I think about this one. Definitely thinking about maybe a shot with the over at 5.5, and definitely thinking about maybe a shot with St. Louis. It's all about what to expect from Allen. San Jose, of course, on a back-to-back, and they've been winning game in and game out. That's a tricky game, but definitely there may be some value there taking a shot with the over. G-Man Hags leans St. Louis. Mally Mal likes St. Louis. Let's see. Donald Mal says Ducks puck line. Vancouver can't buy a goal. Let's see. Other comments here. Yes. McGogster says, look over in Carolina, New Jersey. That's how I was feeling as well. Anthony L says Anaheim team total over 3. I don't know where you're seeing a 3. Let me check right now. I'm going to assume it's 3.5 and maybe not even a duck. 3.5 plus 125. You might be able to get 3s somewhere for books that offer 3s. Yeah, this can be a big line. Yeah, I would definitely take 3 as a big favorite. 3.5 plus 125, maybe not. I'll think about that one. All right, let's see. Donald Mal likes a St. Louis under. Donald Mal likes a St. Louis under. McGogster says, not sure about the over in the San Jose-St. Louis game. Austin Guy says, San Jose looks tired last night in OT. I'd lean St. Louis. Yeah, I'm thinking St. Louis as well. Mally Mal likes St. Louis. G-Man Hags lean St. Louis. All right, let me just think about this one for once. I like St. Louis. I mean, my only issue here is I don't necessarily want to lay this big of a line against San Jose, but I'll take a shot with it. St. Louis -1. I'm going to make that one an official pick. -140 at the Greek on the money line, and the -1 line here will be plus 206 at Pinnacle, plus 206 at Pinnacle, plus 210 at the Greek, and you wager. And 5 Dimes has 220. We don't use them, so plus 210. St. Louis -1, -140, and plus 210. That's going to be an official pick. Now I guess let's just officially move down to Anaheim and Vancouver. Some people suggesting that Anaheim is a no-brainer, low-hanging fruit play. They are a -210 favorite if you want to take them on the puck line. Not that bad. Plus 140 at the Greek. If Vancouver really can't buy a goal, then probably at plus 140 there is a chance there. Let's see. Let me see. Comments coming on here. Yes. Comments coming in. All right. So once again, the Anaheim game question is just: do you want to lay -210 on the road or take plus 140 on the puck line? Kyle Honeysett says, Pete, why don't you use 5 Dimes? I've answered this many times, but the reason is because I like to use strict market lines that you can bet into long term. And 5 Dimes, of course, a great book that you should absolutely play at as long as you can play there. But they have intentionally low juice lines, and if you win there, over a certain amount, you will get shown the door, which is not the case at Pinnacle. At Pinnacle, you can bet into their low juice lines forever, and that's why we use them. 5 Dimes is a great book. You should play there. Definitely play there until you, as long as you can. But I'm being a little bit nitpicky here. I should probably use 5 Dimes lines. Our records would be, a bunch of units better if we did. But that's why I don't use 5 Dimes in these shows. And maybe next year I'll decide to have a little bit less integrity, and for MLB we'll start using 5 Dimes lines. Fuck it, If I have integrity, it just hurts me. That's all it hurts. And Jimmy the Bag. So maybe we'll start using 5 Dimes. But that's the reason. Because they have intentionally. That's also why we don't use Bodog and Bovada, and also why we don't use SIA lines, because they don't have intentionally low juice lines, but they have intentionally off-market lines, usually juiced, usually favoring the favorite. But if you bet into those underdog lines, and start winning there, they will kick you out. So it's not technically a market line, although I admit that I am nitpicking. All right, so let's see. What else do we have here? Barkerman's G11 says Ducks are 4-0 in the last 4 meetings. Udom Porn Rats on a Fact. He likes the Ducks under 5.5. Okay. Uh-oh. Maxwell Smart. likes the Canucks and doesn't just like them. He typed the name 3 times. You know how much that means to me when someone types a name 3 times. Maxwell Smart says Canucks, 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 dog time of season. You know, I'm just gonna look into that one a little bit more carefully, and before I make a decision on that one, I'm gonna officially pass on that one. But I certainly can understand why people are loving the Ducks here. Kevy K says Ducks solid bet. Richie Incognito says Ducks however you want it. But once again, Maxwell Smart saying Canucks, Canucks, Canucks. And Udumporn Ratanafakti likes the under in the San Jose game. All right, let's see other games. The Pittsburgh-Detroit game, another one, a huge, massive friggin' favorite. Pittsburgh is just not a team that inspires confidence. I don't know if they should be this big of a favorite on the road against anyone. As bad as Detroit is, they're on a back-to-back. They lost against Montreal. That's embarrassing. That's just embarrassing. You got put 2 goals in against Carey Price. That's just embarrassing. You know, maybe the Pittsburgh team total over might be worth a shot, although that's 3.5. But I don't know. You know, at minus 200, the Pittsburgh is just not winning in the way that you would want to see a team winning to justify a minus 200 favorite line. I mean, that's an elite. In order for a team to be a minus 200 team on the road as a favorite and have betting value on top of that, you got to be a friggin' elite team. And Pittsburgh is, but just recently they're not quite playing at that level, I don't think. Team total over is 3.5 plus 110. That is tempting. I'll think about that game a little bit more. St. Louis, San Jose. I've given St. Louis -1 as an official pick. Minnesota, Nashville. That's another one that's going to be a pass for me. Pekka Rinne has not done well against Minnesota this year. You know, Nashville's lost 3 in a row. I want to think it's a spot where Nashville bounces back, but considering how good Minnesota is and how iffy Nashville's been recently and the line, I'm going to pass on it. Maybe a shot with the first period under, maybe, but I'm going to pass on that one for now. Boston, Winnipeg. You know, same type of deal. I want to be leaning Winnipeg here, but Boston obviously is a great team. They've also been trending under recently. And, you know, Winnipeg won all five games in their current homestand. The last 3 were all in overtime, so now they're a small favorite against Boston. The line looks pretty dead on to me. Maybe a shot with the first period under, though. That actually might be worth. Let me see what that line is. Yeah, I'm thinking about a shot with the first period under. I feel like it's going to be a pretty tight game to start. Let me see where that line is. The first period under in the Winnipeg game. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Plus 102 at Pinnacle and plus 100 at sportsbetting.ag. All right, I'm going to think about that one. That's definitely a lean. I'm going to make these, maybe convert some of these leans to official picks in the afternoon show. But Bill Buttlicker says, I wish Pete was as enthusiastic about MMA. Bill Buttlicker, I am. I'm only one person here, Bill Buttlicker. I'm only one man. For Christ, Bill Buttlicker, I'm only one man. I can't handicap all these sports perfectly in 1 hour. You know, I'm going to look at MMA, you know, very soon, and I will have some opinions on that one for sure. But as of right now, I'm focused on MLB. I'm focused on NBA. I'm focused on NHL, and I'm still working on college basketball. The tail end. I'm only one man, Bill Buttlicker. I am only a one man. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Then the Philly Dallas game. You know, really. What the hell? Oh, okay, that was a dog. All right. The Philly-Dallas game, you know, I'm not even going to, what the hell is up with Dallas? If Jimmy the Bag is here in the afternoon, that's going to be the first question I ask him. I mean, they're terrible. Mrazek has definitely been iffy in goal for Philly. So against another game that I'm going to pass on for now. Maybe a shot with the over on this one. I mean, that's what I was thinking about, actually. That's what I was thinking about. I mean, you got to think that Dallas, if they don't win this game, at the very least, they're going to try to put a goal or 2 in the net. You know what I'm saying? And I think I'm liking the over here, actually, and I will take that one. I'll take that one. I'm going to throw that one on there as an official pick. I might double up on the first period as well. Philly-Dallas over 5.5. Minus 109. They got to get some scoring here. Oh, no, minus 107 at sportsbetting.ag. Over 5.5. Minus 107. I'm taking that one. Philly, Dallas, also leaning to the first period over. But as far as the side is concerned, who the hell knows? Does Dallas have value as just a very small home favorite? I mean, they've got a great overall record at home, and now against Philly, who's lost their last game, they're just minus 119. Sportsbetting.ag. So I'm going to start with the over, lean to the first period over, and maybe take a shot with Dallas if someone can convince me later on. Let's see what else do we have here. And then in the NHL, Columbus, Edmonton, and Anaheim, Vancouver are the only 2 games. Before I review those, let me just quickly check the comments here. Check the comments here. Let me see. McGrogster says, I can see an over, Pete. Yes, I'm liking the over on that one. Robert Johnston typed Ducks 5 times. No, I like it when people type a team 3 times. 5 times, I don't know how I feel about that. But Robert Johnston says, Ducks, 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 Ducks. You might be right. Austin Geist leans on the, is on the over on the Dallas game. Lean Dallas, but I'm not betting that shit show. Okay. Let's see. Donald Mouse says Dallas isn't playing defense at all. Philly has value. And maybe the Philly team total over might be worth a shot as well. So if Dallas does put up 5 and win the game, you might get like a 5-3 win by Dallas. The Philly team total over just 2.5 minus 117. That's tempting as well. That's tempting as well. All right, let's see. Okay. Joel Dorcas says, we know for sure Philly and Dallas will have shaky goaltending. That's true. Yes, maybe I'll throw on the first period over as well. Let's see. What else do we have here? Sorry, oh, no, come on. The chat is freezing up. Come on. Mozilla Firefox not responding. Come on, respond. All right, there we go. Come on, man. Fuck. Mozilla Firefox, respond. Respond, baby. You can do this. Come on, baby. Respond. Fuck. My computer's all frozen up. All right. Well, while I wait for Firefox to respond, Columbus-Edmonton is an interesting one. Edmonton has been lost their last game, but they've been playing well, and I've also kind of been on them. I've been on that one as well. I'm thinking about the over in this game. This is another game that I did bet on the over. Columbus lost their last game to St. Louis after a long run of winning, but you know, I like the Edmonton is scoring, and I like them here. I'm thinking about the Edmonton team total over, the first period over, and I definitely like the full game over, and I will add that one right now if I can find a line here. Yes, here we go. Edmonton Columbus. I'm taking the over on this one. Edmonton over 5.5. It's going to be minus 115. That's the current line, best current line at the U-Wager. Over 5.5 minus 115. Also leaning Edmonton team total over, and also leaning first period over as well. Let me see where the Edmonton team total over is right now. 2.5 minus 114. All right, I'm going to wait and think about this one a little bit, but I don't believe that the lines for this game will move that much. That's the Edmonton Columbus game, and of course the Anaheim Vancouver game. You know, Anaheim also has a history of starting slow, so maybe a shot with Vancouver on the first period line. Man, I don't know. Let's see. What else do we have here? Okay. Justin Searcy says Dallas has been overrated for at least a month. Philly is the play. They got the most to play for in this game. That's true. I think the Philly team total over makes me a little bit more comfortable than the Philly money line, but you might be right. It just might be just bet on another loss by the shit show that is known as the Dallas Stars. Let's see. Kevy K says shake your goaltending in Pittsburgh, Detroit. In my opinion, LOL. The over might be worth a shot. Austin Geist says I've watched every Dallas game. I'm not taking any under with Carey in net. Right. I agree with you. Let's see. I mean, he can be good at times, but all right. Let's see. Funny comments coming in. Yes, Donald Mal likes the over as well. Connor McDavid seen finally scoring. I agree with you. I might double or triple up on those games. And let's see. McGogster says gotta look Philly here. Let's see. Other people talking about CM Punk. People are talking about MMA. Yes, I am going to handicap the hell out of MMA as soon as I get a little bit of time. But I'll be honest. I'll be 100% honest with you right now. Right now, I'm a little bit mad at myself for being a little bit behind on MLB handicap, my MLB preparation. So I'm focused on that right now, but I will definitely be breaking the hell down out of the next UFC event as soon as I get a little bit of time. All right, let's see. What else do we have? All right. That's about it. Let me just convert a couple of my leans to picks here. Then I'll review all my official picks, and then we'll wrap this show up. Yes, let's see. Halak is in goal for the Islanders. I don't know what to make on that game. I'm passing on that one. That looks like a shit show as well. All right, let me go to NHL. All right, let me see. What do I want to add on here? What do I want to double up on here? You know what? I'll double up on the Edmonton game, first period. I'm going to take the first period over in the Edmonton game as well. Let me find the first period total on that one. Edmonton game, first period over. Where's the total? Here you go. Columbus, Edmonton, minus 115 at book. Oh, minus 110 at Intertops. Okay, Edmonton, first period over, minus 110 at Intertops. Definitely leaning Edmonton team total over on that one as well. And I might wind up throwing that one on in the afternoon show. Hold off on that one for now, but that's definitely a lean. Probably going to convert that one to a pick. as well. Then the Philadelphia-Dallas game, definitely leaning first period over on that one as well, but I'm going to hold off on that one. And you know what I'm going to do? I will, though, throw on the Philly team total over 2.5 minus 117. That's right now at Pinnacle. The Philly team total over 2.5 minus 117. Leaning first period over as well. Not totally sure I want to double up on that one though, but I will definitely throw that one on there. What else do we have? St. Louis -1. I gave it. Minnesota Nashville pass. Boston Winnipeg first period under maybe. Thinking about that one. Detroit Pittsburgh is an interesting game. You know, a lot of people suggesting a Pittsburgh on the team total over 3.5 or the over 6 in that game might be worth a shot, and they might be right. New Jersey, I gave that one at -1. Some people suggesting that the over on that one would be a good play as well, and I would agree with that one. But we'll wrap it up for right now. We'll be back at 6 o'clock Eastern time, of course, and I will review all the line moves of all these picks, and I will also maybe convert some of these leans to picks. Double up, triple up, and they tell me, people have been saying that Jimmy the Bag will be back for the afternoon show. You'll only know if you do tune in. So once again, in the NHL, my official picks right now, St. Louis -1, Edmonton first period over and the full game over, the Dallas game over, and the Philly team total over 2.5, and New Jersey -1. And those are all my official picks as of right now in the NHL. We'll be back at 6 o'clock. Will Jimmy the Bag be here or not? Tune in to find out.